Hello friends, Josh Ford with Puckett's Furniture since 1954. As you know, Puckett's has been in continuous operation for over 68 years, selling high-end quality brands to thousands of families throughout Middle Tennessee. Did you know we have a low price guarantee? If within 30 days of your purchase,
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Phil Marshall for your personal price plan today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Wilson Elementary School, where tonight, as we get ready for our national anthem before our matchup between Wilson and Monterey. Wilson hosting Monterey tonight here on Overton Events as these two very close in proximity rivals get ready to play. It's a good matchup, the first meeting between these two schools, as the Wilson girls are coached by Anthony Bowman in his first year as the head coach here of the Lady Warriors. They come in 4-10 on the season. The Monterey girls are coached by Wayne Brown. They come in 3-11 on the season, as Wilson celebrating their 8th grade night tonight here at Wilson Elementary School. And they're going to start number 11, Lily McLeod, number 24, Natalie Phillips, number 25, Macy Cook, number 30, Callie Cooper, and number 40, Kaylee Burke, the starting five for the homestanding Wilson Lady Warriors. Again, number 11, Lily McLeod, number 24, Natalie Phillips, number 25, Macy Cook, number 30, Callie Cooper, and number 40, Kaylee Burke, the starting five for the Warriors of Wilson Elementary. Now for Monterey, as we said, coached by Wayne Brown, they come in 3-11 on the season. They'll start number 4, Gracie Blaylock, number 20, Madison Adkins, number 21, Anna Novak, number 24, Tinley Brown, and number 33, Corey Monday, the starting five. Monterey and Wilson getting ready to play here this evening. Monterey dressed in the black uniforms, the white numbers, the purple trim. Wilson dressed in the white tops, the blue shorts, the white numbers, the white trim on the shorts. As we get ready to get this one underway, happy to have you with us here on Overton Events. As second time in about 4 days we've been here in Wilson. Tap going to be controlled by Wilson. Controlling it is Macy Phillips. Phillips in the front court trying to go right side to Cook, but Wilson loses it out of bounds, and the turnover going to give it back. We're going to give it to Monterey for their first possession of the night. Is stepping out to throw in will be Novak. Novak plays it in to Blaylock. Blaylock in the backcourt. Picks up the dribble against the pressure by Wilson. Blaylock needs help. Trapped in the backcourt. Will find Brown. Brown across the timeline on the left side. Works it to the baseline. Brown backs it back out now to Blaylock. Can't get the three away with McLeod stepping to her. Working between the circles now is Blaylock. Goes back to Brown on the left wing. She'll pull up and take the three there. It's banking, no good. Rebound going to be saved by Monterey, but then it's loose on the floor, and diving after it's going to be Cora Monday, but she has it taken away by Callie Cooper. Cooper goes top of the key to McLeod. Left side now Phillips. Her jumper banking, no good. Rebound on the floor. There to control. It's going to be Novak. Novak now to Brown to bring it front court. Brown goes left side to Adkins. Her jumper's no good. McLeod going to get to the rebound for Wilson. McLeod now to Cooper to bring it front court. Cooper picks up the dribble, lobs it right side to Burke. Burke, high post. Cooper and McLeod were both there. It's loose, and McLeod going to pick it up. Left side, Phillips. Phillips inside the arc. Goes down low to Cooper in the short corner. Cooper, lob pass will get to Burke on this right side. Burke picks up the dribble, goes down low to Phillips posting up. They double team. Phillips finds Cooper open on the left side. Jumper no good. Rebound going to be tapped and controlled by Monterey as Monday will bring it front court. Monday now to Brown. Brown goes left side. Blaylock. She'll take the three there. That one's bouncing no good. Rebound tapped by Monday, but controlled by Cooper for Wilson. And a foul going to be called on Monterey on the hold on number 21. That's Anna Novak picking up her first. First foul of the game on either team, coming with 4:14 to play in the first quarter. And Callie Cooper will throw in to Natalie Phillips. Phillips now will bring it across the timeline. Phillips works it on the right wing. Now up top to McLeod. Left side they go to Cook. Cook's jumper bouncing no good. Phillips with the rebound, but then she's going to be tied up by Novak, and the arrow is going to keep it with Monterey. They're going to give it to Monterey as they'll play it on the end line with Novak stepping out to throw in. Goes inbounds to Blaylock. Blaylock around the screen in the backcourt. Will bring it across the timeline. Then a push going to be called on Burke to pick up her first foul. Kaylee Burke picks up number 1 with 3:54 to play in the first quarter. First foul on Wilson in the ball game. Inbounds goes to Blaylock. Back to Brown on the right side. She'll take the three there. It's no good. Rebound off the hands of Novak and out of bounds. Touched last by Monterey. It'll go to Wilson as Cooper steps out to throw in. Callie Cooper plays the ball in to Phillips to bring it up court slowly. Monterey in a 1-2-2 half-court zone. Phillips on the left wing. Up top to Cook. Cook back to Phillips. Inside Cooper double-teamed. Able to try to pull it away and able to do so. Finds Burke on the right side. Her jumper bouncing no good. Rebound tapped around. Burke gets it back. Her follows no good. Tapped up again to McLeod, and they're going to tie her up, and the arrow this time is going to give it to Wilson. Wilson will keep it on their end with Callie Cooper stepping out to throw in on the baseline. And she'll play it in left side. Goes inbounds to Phillips. Phillips up top to Burke. Burke dribbling to the right wing. Back to Phillips. Her jumper for 2 out top is no good. Was it touched? It was not. Basketball goes to Monterey. As it'll be Novak to throw in to Blaylock. Blaylock has it knocked away and stolen by McLeod. McLeod back to Burke, and a push going to be called on Monterey, and it'll go on Cora Monday. Monday will pick up her first. Team second here in the first quarter as Monterey is going to get number 11, Emery Phillips, into the ball game. Before they do, though, Wilson going to call a timeout. They'll take it with 3:06 to play in the first quarter. No score here in Wilson. We'll be back in just a moment.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
No score halfway through this first quarter. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching us on Facebook, give us a follow on our Facebook page. Cooper at the high post. to Burke on the right wing. Burke now to Phillips. Phillips dribbling, ball knocked away by Blaylock, but recovered by Burke. Burke back to Phillips on the right side. She'll go up top to McLeod. Cooper back out to Burke. Open look from 17 is no good. Rebound Brown for Monterey. Brown controlling. Will bring it in the front court. Brown, little runner on the right side. That one's good by Tinley Brown. Brown has the first two of the night for either team as she puts Monterey in front 2-0 with 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Phillips up top. High post Cooper. Cooper right side Burke. Burke goes back to McLeod at the right elbow. Her jumper there is banking, no good. Rebound taken away by Novak. Now to Blaylock into the front court. Blaylock will drive. Her jumper banking, no good. Rebound Burke. Burke quickly in the front court for Wilson. Burke on the right side will lob it to McLeod. Her jumper good. Lily McLeod. McLeod has the first two of the night for Monterey as they tied it 2 apiece. There's a steal by Phillips. Phillips tried to go inside to McLeod, knocked away by Blaylock. Then Phillips is going to tie her up, and the jump ball going to be called, and the arrow going to give it to Monterey as they'll play it on the end line. Novak stepping out to throw in. Novak goes underneath to Blaylock. Blaylock now over the top of the pressure, but the pass stolen by Burke. Burke top of the key to McLeod. Down low Phillips. Her jumper inside, no good. Phillips gets her own rebound. Novak knocks it away, and Novak comes up with it. Novak now to Brown. Brown to bring it front court, working between the circles. Left side, Blaylock. Blaylock back to Brown. They'll swing it left side to Adkins. Now Blaylock thought about the three. Can't get away with McLeod there guarding her. Backs it back out to Brown. Now to Blaylock, or rather to Adkins. Adkins will take the jumper on the left side. It's no good. Rebound pulled away by Phillips, but then a travel going to be called on Monterey, and the turnover will give it back to Wilson with 1:17 to play in the first quarter in a 2-2 tie. Phillips to bring it front court for the Lady Warriors. Phillips works it high post to McLeod. Right side Burke. Burke to McLeod down low. Her jumper inside, no good. Cooper with the offensive rebound, back up and in. Callie Cooper has her first two. 4 straight by Wilson. Has put the Lady Warriors in front 4-2, and Blaylock took steps. Turnover by Monterey. We'll give it back to Wilson. As coming back in for Monterey is Cora Mundy. Checking in for the first time is number 15, Braylee Dunn. Cooper to play the ball in. Brown, Adkins, and Novak stay out there. Cooper to throw in. Plays it to Burke. Burke at the half-court stripe. Now to Cooper. Cooper at the elbow. Has it knocked away and stolen by Novak. Novak now to Mundy. Mundy to Brown to bring it up court. Brown on the right side. Dribbling the basketball there. Back to Mundy. Mundy left side. Adkins. She'll take the three. It's no good. Rebound. Phillips for Wilson. The outlet to McLeod running. Knocked away and stolen by Mundy. Mundy now to Brown. 25 seconds to play in the quarter. Brown in the front court they go to Novak. Novak to Mundy. Mundy back to Novak in the corner. Back out to Brown. Adkins out top will take the three. That one's no good. Novak will try to save it but can't get to it in time. And it'll go off Monterey and go to Wilson with 11 seconds to play in the quarter. Inbounds goes to Phillips. Phillips now with Adkins picking her up to Cook. High post McLeod. Shot blocked at the free throw line. Knocked out of bounds by Wilson. Monterey's got 1 second to get a shot off here at the end of the first quarter. Cooper to throw in. Underneath McLeod. Her jumper at the buzzer is no good. And we're through one. After one complete, it's Wilson 4, Monterey 2.
Quality care, close.
Hello, friends. I'm L.G. Puckett with Puckett's Pond. I'm a professional numismatist and a 60-year member of A&A. I'm a strong buyer and collector of coins, gold, silver, and precious metals. If you want to buy, sell, trade, or pawn, then come on in and visit my money museum. It's in the back of Puckett's Furniture. I've got a free gift for the kids, and I'm ready to serve your precious metal needs. At Puckett's Pond, 1125 West Main Street in Livingston.
Come on down.
Time now for our Smith Septic scoring summary at the end of the first quarter. Smith Septic, call them before you have a problem with your septic system. 265-3575 for Smith Septic. For Wilson, they're being led by Lily McLeod and Callie Cooper, 2 points apiece to give them their total of 4. Tinley Brown has 2, the only 2 for Monterey. Nobody has attempted a free throw yet. Nobody's made a 3-point field goal, and that's your Smith Septic scoring summary after 1 quarter of play. Cooper will play the ball in to Phillips as Wilson has possession to start the second quarter. Inside McLeod, jumper banking good, Lily McLeod. McLeod 2 in the quarter. She's got 4 in the game. Deflects that inbounds pass and knocks it back out of bounds. It'll go off Wilson, though, and Monterey will play it on the inline. Novak goes inbounds to Brown. Brown with the left-hand dribble. They look to trap her on the sideline. Brown keeps the dribble alive into the corner in trouble. Threw it away. Cooper with the steal. Cooper now to Burke to bring it front court. Burke across the timeline. Dribbling on the right wing. Inside McLeod posting up. Shot blocked away by Mundy. McLeod got it back to Phillips on the left side. Her jumper's no good. McLeod taps it to Burke, but Novak will block that one, and Novak will control it. Then a push going to be called on Monterey as Kaylee Burke has picked up her second foul. Burke picks up number 2 with 5:23 to play in the first half. Novak goes inbounds to Brown. Brown in the front court, Adkins. Adkins left baseline jumper's no good. Rebound taken away by Dunn, but she lost it out of bounds. Touch last by Monterey. Basketball will go back to Wilson as they'll play it in to Phillips. Phillips now to walk it up the floor with the Lady Warriors. Up top, McLeod. McLeod high post to Cooper. Cooper back out to Burke. Burke between the circles. Picks up the dribble. Burke needs help. Falling down and threw it away. Turnover by Wilson. Will give it back to Monterey as they'll play it in on the inline with Novak stepping out to throw in. Plays it in to Mundy, and Mundy has it knocked away by McLeod and out of bounds. Touch last by Wilson. Basketball will go to Monterey. Novak again to throw in. Plays it into Brown. Brown back to Novak. Novak back to Brown in the front court. Dunn off her hands, but she'll chase it down on the baseline. Tries to go inside Adkins. Adkins made the catch in traffic. Now has it knocked away by McLeod. Picked up by Phillips, and a travel going to be called on Natalie Phillips. Turnover by Wilson. We'll give it back to Monterey as they'll play the ball in on the inline. Stepping out to throw in will be Anna Novak. Underneath to Mundy. Mundy up top. Adkins in three-point range. Adkins shot blocked by McLeod. McLeod's second block of the game, and now a foul going to be called on Adkins. Madison Adkins going to pick up her first. Team's first in the quarter. And Wilson will play the ball in. Inbounds goes to Phillips. 4.5 to play in the first half with Wilson leading 4-2 here at Wilson Elementary. Phillips up top against the pressure by Monterey in the half court, and the pass out of bounds. Touch last by Wilson. It'll go to Monterey. Novak to play it in the backcourt. Goes inbounds to Mundy. Mundy is going to be tied up by Phillips, and the arrow going to keep it with Monterey. Novak to throw in on the inline. Plays the ball into Mundy. Mundy now long pass, tried to hit Dunn over her head and out of bounds. Turnover by Monterey. We'll give it back to Wilson as they've got some new players ready to check in. Do the Lady Warriors. Number 2 will check in, Abby Phillips. Number 12, Sophie Harris. And number 14, Taylor Brown coming in. Staying out there will be McLeod and Natalie Phillips. So Brown will play the ball in to Natalie Phillips. Phillips picks up the dribble in the backcourt. Now off the hands of Abby Phillips, but knocked away by Novak, they say. Touch last by Monterey. Basketball will stay with Wilson with McLeod to throw in. Those inbounds, Natalie Phillips knocked away by Adkins, picked up by Novak. Then Novak going to be fouled by Abby Phillips. Phillips will pick up her first. First foul in the second quarter on Wilson. Monterey will play the ball in. Before they do, though, Gracie Blaylock checking back in. She'll replace Braylee Dunn. Brown to play the ball in to Mundy. Mundy back to Brown. Brown on the left wing. On the baseline, Novak. Jumper from 17. McLeod got a piece of that one. Rebound taken away by Phillips. McLeod now in the front court. McLeod right side. They go to Abby Phillips. Phillips back out to Natalie Phillips. Phillips dribbling on the right wing. Back to Abby Phillips. Down low, McLeod got inside position. Layup on the right side, no good. McLeod will tap it to Natalie Phillips. Her jumper's good. Natalie Phillips. She's got her first two. Wilson's outscored them 4-0 to start the quarter, and they lead it 8-2. Brown now to Mundy. Mundy across the timeline on the right wing. In the corner, they go to Adkins. Her jumper's no good. Rebound, McLeod. McLeod in the front court for Wilson. McLeod on the right block. Backs it back out to Abby Phillips. Her three in the air is no good. Rebound underneath, taken away by Monterey. The jumper on the left side by Natalie Phillips is no good. Rebound, McLeod, and then a jump ball going to be called. And the arrow is going to keep it, or going to give it. No, they'll say it's Wilson's basketball. It will stay with Wilson. McLeod stepping out to throw in. Trying to go underneath to Abby Phillips. Knocked away by Blaylock and out of bounds. It's going to stay with Wilson as we're halfway through the second quarter. McLeod to throw in. No, it's not going to be McLeod. They're going to get Sophie Harris to play it in to McLeod. Down low, and McLeod going to be pushed and fouled by Mundy. Cora Mundy going to pick up her second. Second foul in the quarter will put Lily McLeod on the free throw line for our first free throws of the night with 2:55 to play in the second quarter. McLeod stepping up there for the Lady Warriors. Puts this one on the way. Banks no good. She'll have a second opportunity. That's coming back in for Monterey. Emery Phillips going to check back in. She'll replace Cora Mundy, who sits down with the two fouls. Second free throw from McLeod. This one's on the way. That one's no good. Rebound to Abby Phillips inside. Phillips is going to be held and fouled by Monterey. Foul going to go on Gracie Blaylock, picking up her first. Third in the quarter. Wilson will play the ball in on the inline with Harris again stepping out to throw in. Before she does, though, they're going to let Macy Cook check back in for Monterey. She'll replace Lily McLeod. Harris plays the ball to Brown on the left side. Brown's pass knocked away by Adkins, but knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Wilson in the front court. Wilson to play it in left side with Harris stepping back out to throw in. Plays it in to Phillips. Phillips underneath tried to hit Abby Phillips. Blaylock knocks it away and knocks it out of bounds. Touched last by Monterey again. It will stay with Wilson. Harris to throw in on the baseline. Pass knocked away, and it goes off Harris as she tried to touch it after Novak had deflected it back into her. Good defensive play there on the inbounds by Novak, and the turnover will give it to Monterey. Inbounds goes to Brown. Brown, long pass ahead to Adkins. Adkins on the left side, lost it out of bounds, but it was knocked away by Taylor Brown. Touched last by Wilson. Basketball going to stay with Monterey in the front court. Adkins to throw in. Pass stolen away. Taken away by Harris. Harris now to Abby Phillips. Phillips then has it knocked away, but Harris recovers it. Harris on the right side. They double team. Ball knocked away. It's loose. They dive on the floor after it, and they're going to tie it up, and the jump ball going to be called, and this time it'll stay with Monterey. It'll go to Monterey as they'll play it in the backcourt with Novak stepping out to throw in. Pass knocked away by Abby Phillips and out of bounds. Monterey to throw in again with 2:23 to play in the half. That one at the feet of Blaylock, and they're going to tie it up again. This time it'll go to Wilson. Lady Warriors to play it in on the inline as Harris stepping out to throw in. Goes underneath Natalie Phillips. Phillips to Brown. Her jumper blocked away by Adkins and out of bounds. Touch last by Monterey. Wilson will play it in on the inline with Sophie Harris stepping out to throw in. Plays it to Brown. Brown dribbles out with the right hand. Brown to Abby Phillips on the right side. Picks up the dribble. Tried to go inside to Sophie Harris. Made a good catch in traffic. Harris in trouble, and now a hold going to be called on Monterey. Foul going to go on number 20. That's Madison Adkins picking up her second. Fourth in the quarter, so for the next 2:04, Wilson's in the bonus here in the second quarter. Harris goes inbounds to Brown. Brown dribbling on the left side, lost it out of bounds. Turnover by Wilson. We'll give it back to Monterey as they'll play it in with Brown going inbounds to Blaylock. Blaylock driving to the rim and going to be pushed and fouled by Natalie Phillips. Phillips will pick up her first. Second foul in the quarter. Fouled before any shot attempt, so a throw-in coming here on the right side. Before they do, though, they want to get subs in. They will get subs in. I'm not sure that Coach Bowman was ready to send his out there. He's coming back in. Will be McLeod, Cooper, and Burke. Checking in for the first time is Aaliyah Smith for Monterey. Rather for Wilson. For Monterey, Brayley Dunn checks back in. Right side baseline jumper is good by Tinley Brown. Brown has all four of Monterey's points. They cut the lead to 4 at 8-4 is Natalie Phillips to bring it front court for Wilson. Phillips to Burke on the right wing. Picks up the dribble. Burke now working on this right side. High post they go to McLeod. Out top, Natalie Phillips. Her jumper's no good. McLeod will tap the rebound to Phillips, but as she does, foul going to be called on Lily McLeod, picking up her first, team's third in the quarter. So Monterey to play the ball in on the inline. Inbounds goes to Blaylock. Blaylock across the timeline. And a walk going to be called. Travel on Monterey, going to give it back to Wilson as they'll play it in the backcourt. Stepping out to throw in will be Callie Cooper going inbounds to Natalie Phillips. Phillips left side, Burke. Burke picks up the dribble. High post McLeod. Her jumper from 17 is no good. Rebound taken away by Smith. She'll go right side to Natalie Phillips. Her jumper's no good. McLeod has her shot blocked. Rebound taken away by Brown as we move under a minute to play in the first half. Brown across the timeline, top of the key. Right side to Blaylock. Blaylock picks up the dribble. Needs help. Backs it back out to Brown. Brown around the Blaylock screen. Her shot on the right side's no good. Cooper with the rebound for Wilson. Cooper in the front court to Natalie Phillips. Phillips backs it back out to Cooper. Inside McLeod. Shot blocked away by Novak, but Wilson keeps possession. Burke at the left elbow. Her jumper's no good. McLeod with the offensive rebound back up, no good. Rebound Phillips inside, and the jump ball going to be called. And the arrow going to give it to Monterey as they'll play it in on the inline. Before they do, though, number 1, Nevaeh Reynolds going to check in for the first time. She'll come in replacing Gracie Blaylock. Novak to throw in. Plays the ball in to Phillips. Phillips now to Brown. Brown across the timeline on the right side. Brown up top now to Novak. 19-foot jump shot banking, no good. Rebound Cooper for Wilson. Cooper controlling for the Lady Warriors. Cooper across the timeline. And a foul going to be called on Brayley Dunn. Dunn will pick up her first. Team's 5th in the quarter, and it will put Callie Cooper on the free throw line to shoot 2. Cooper going there with 8 seconds to play. Should be free throws, but they say no. Monterey will play it in as Brown in the front court with 2 seconds. She'll take the jumper, and that will end the first half. At halftime, it is Wilson 8, Monterey 4. We'll be back to Wilson in just a moment. Halftime here in Wilson, with Wilson leading Monterey in this girls matchup 8-4. It's time now for our Smith Septic scoring summary here in this non-county matchup. As for Wilson, they're being led by Lily McLeod. 4 points in the first half for McLeod, including 0 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points at halftime for Natalie Phillips, 2 in the first half for Callie Cooper, to give them their total of 8 points. No one has made a 3-point field goal for Wilson, and they did go as a team 0 of 2 from the free throw line. For Wilson, or rather for Monterey, the only player to score in the first half for Monterey has been Tinley Brown. She has all 4 of their points, and they have not attempted a free throw, have not made a 3-point field goal. And then at the end of the first quarter, it was Wilson leading 4-2. Team scored the exact same amount of points in the second quarter as Wilson outscored them 4-2 to extend the lead to 8-4 at halftime, and that's where we are now here in this matchup between Monterey and Wilson, as halftime here with the Lady Warriors leading over the Lady Wildcats from Monterey. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Walnut Grove Church of Christ, E.B. Gray Jewelry and Gifts, Wascon Incorporated, Maynard's Auto Sales, R&M Family Pharmacy, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Family Healthcare, Livingston Regional Hospital, First Church of Livingston, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Jerry's IGA, Puckett's Furniture, Livingston Label, Highway Tire, Compliments of a Wildcat Fan, Milton Rains and Family, People's Bank and Trust Company, Farm Bureau Insurance, Smith Septic Service, and Puckett's Family Dentistry, our sponsors here on Overton Events. As we get ready to move to the second half, basketball will belong to Wilson. They'll be moving to the bucket to our left. Lady Warriors dressed in the white tops, the blue shorts. Monterey dressed in the all black with the white numbers, the purple trim on the basketball uniforms for Monterey, as we're ready to get this one underway here tonight with the second half. As the referee ready to put the ball in play. I think he pointed the wrong way. Wilson should be going the other way in this second half. He is pointing the wrong way. You're pointing the wrong way, buddy. As now everybody's got him straightened out. And Wilson will play the ball in with Cooper. Her pass stolen away by Blaylock. Blaylock in the front court for Monterey. Blaylock works it back up top to Mundy. Mundy back out to Brown. Back to Blaylock on the left side. Her three, McLeod got a piece of that. Rebound Novak. Her jumper's no good. That was Phillips with the block. McLeod with the rebound for Wilson, and she's going to be pushed and fouled by Mundy, and Mundy's picked up her third. Cora Mundy picks up her third foul with 5:40 to play in the third quarter. First foul in the quarter on Monterey is number 11, Emery Phillips, going to check in replacing Mundy, who'll sit down with the 3 fouls. Cooper to throw in on the sideline. Monterey matching up man-to-man as Cooper goes inbounds. Natalie Phillips right at the half-court stripe. Might have got away with an over and back. Phillips now to Burke. Burke goes left side. Cooper. Cooper dribbling with the right hand. Works it between the circles. Tried to go inside to Phillips. Knocked away by Monterey and out of bounds. It'll go back to Wilson as they'll play it in on the inline with Cooper stepping out to throw in. Plays it down low, McLeod. McLeod drops it off in the lane to Burke. Burke's jumper's no good. She'll try again, no good, but a foul going to be called on Monterey as Tinley Brown will pick up her first, team's second here in the quarter, and it will put Kaylee Burke on the free throw line to shoot 2. First trip to the line tonight for Burke as she will step up there looking for her first point of the evening. Dribbling the basketball there. Free throw by Burke is no good. She'll have a second opportunity. Looking to add to an 8-4 Wilson lead here in the third quarter. Second free throw by Burke. This one's on the way. That one's no good. Long rebound, kicks right back to Burke, though. Her jumper in the lane, no good. Burke again will try. Back up inside, good. Kaylee Burke sticking with it. Able to score her first 2 and give Wilson their biggest lead at 10-4. the front court with it. Adkins down low, Novak. Novak has it knocked away, got it back. Shot blocked by McLeod. Rebound out of bounds off of the outside official set was blocked. Now he doesn't take charge. It'll be Wilson with control, though. Inbounds goes to Phillips. Phillips now to bring it front court to Burke. Burke between the circles. Burke has it knocked away. Dives on the floor to try to save it. It's going to be taken away by Phillips for Monterey, and she's going to be called for the travel. Turnover by Monterey. We'll give it back to Wilson as they'll play it in on the inline with Callie Cooper stepping up to throw in. Before she does, though, Nevaeh Reynolds going to check back in for Monterey. She'll come in replacing Emery Phillips. Cooper to throw in on the baseline. Goes inbounds to Phillips. Phillips picks up the dribble, tried to go down low to McLeod. Pass too low for her to get to. Was it touched? I think they may have said it was. No, it's going to be Monterey's basketball. Brown stepping out to throw in on the inline. And she'll play the ball in for the Lady Wildcats. Those inbounds. Pass knocked away by Phillips, right back out of bounds. Touch last by Wilson. It's going to stay with Monterey as they'll. Adkins, long pass stolen by Cooper, but then Adkins took it back. Adkins now to Reynolds, and that's over and back. Reynolds hadn't established in the front court when she made that catch, and the turnover by Monterey will give it back to Wilson with Cooper stepping out to throw in. Cooper plays it in to Cook. Cook down low tried to hit McLeod. It's knocked away by Phillips. McLeod got to it. The jumper inside's no good, but a foul going to be called on Monterey. Foul will go on Madison Adkins, picking up her third in the quarter, and this will put Lily McLeod on the free throw line to shoot two, but before she goes, they're going to go out and check on her. As an injury to McLeod here for Wilson. Not sure what that is, but with the injury, they're going to bring her out of the lineup. And checking in to replace McLeod will be Sophie Harris coming in. She'll shoot the two free throws as Harris will go to the line. Stepping up there for the Lady Warriors, looking for her first point. Harris. Free throw on the way is good. Sophie Harris has her first point, first made free throw of the night by Wilson, as they're now 1 of 5 from the free throw line. Harris will shoot a second, stepping back up there for Wilson. This one's on the way. This one's no good. Rebound tapped out. There to get to it's going to be Natalie Phillips. Now to Cook. Cook had it go off her hands, taken away by Brown. Ball is loose. They'll dive on the floor after it as Harris tries to get to it. They're going to call the jump ball, and the arrow is going to give it to Monterey. Brown stepping up to throw in right beside of head coach Anthony Bowman of Wilson Elementary School as the inbounds goes to Blaylock. Blaylock right side to Brown. Brown off the hands of Novak, but Novak gets control of it. Right baseline they go to Reynolds. Up top, Blaylock. Her three outside's no good. Reynolds had that rebound go off her hands, but then Reynolds took it away from Burke. Reynolds trying to go back to Novak, deflected away, but Novak gets to it. Novak from 18 feet, jumpers banking, no good. Burke will tap the rebound to herself, then Monterey knocks it free. Ball is loose inside. Finally, Burke going to steal it away from Reynolds and get control of it. Burke with control for Wilson. Burke into the front court on the dribble. Burke trying to go all the way to the rim. Her jumper inside, no good. Rebound Brown for Monterey. Brown now to Blaylock to bring it front court. Blaylock on the baseline. They go to Adkins. Her jumper there is no good. Rebound Harris for Monterey. Harris now to Cooper. Cooper across the timeline. Cooper works it on the right side. The ball knocked away by Novak and out of bounds. Touch last by Monterey as they're going to get back on the floor. Cora Mundy coming in to replace Anna Novak. Cooper to throw in right side. Lays the ball into Cook. Cook on the right baseline. Her jumper there is no good. Rebound Blaylock. Blaylock looking to run quickly to the rim. Driving layup no good. Rebound Harris for Wilson. Harris now to Cooper. Cooper around the screen by Burke. Back to Burke. Burke out top to Phillips on the right baseline. Her jumper rims out. Rebound tapped by Brown, tapping it to Mundy. Now back to Brown. Blaylock into the front court now for Monterey. We're halfway through the third quarter with Wilson leading 11-4. There's a steal by Phillips, then taken back by Monterey. Then Harris going to reach in and tie up Reynolds, or that's Blaylock that they tie up, and the arrow going to give it to Wilson. Lady Warriors will play it in on the inline with Callie Cooper stepping out to throw in. Goes inbounds to Cook. Cook now across the timeline, goes down low to Phillips. Her jumper is good. Natalie Phillips. Phillips 2 in the quarter. She's got 4 in the game. Wilson leads it now by 9, 13-4, their biggest lead of the game. Brown to Blaylock. Blaylock has it knocked away, got it back, brings it front court on the dribble. Now to Reynolds, right side, her long 2 is bouncing, no good. Cooper with the rebound for Wilson. Cooper now to Burke. Burke looking to run, will bring it front court. Burke to Phillips on the right side. Her jumper no good. Phillips had the rebound go off her hands, picked up by Mundy, and then Burke going to reach in and foul Brown. Kaylee Burke will pick up her third. First player for Wilson to pick up as many as 3. That's foul number 1 here in the third quarter on Wilson, as Abby Phillips going to check in, replacing Kaylee Burke. It'll be Brown to throw in on the inline. Plays the ball into Mundy. Mundy double teamed over the top of it. Abby Phillips will knock it away and knock it out of bounds. Touch last by Wilson. Basketball going to stay with Monterey as they'll play the ball in on the sideline with Tinley Brown stepping out to throw in. Long pass to Adkins across the court. Adkins on the left side will drive, cut off, double teamed on the baseline. Able to save that one. Pass deflected, but gets to Mundy. Mundy back to Brown. Brown to Adkins, open on the baseline. Her jumper's off the rim, no good. Rebound taken away by Harris. Then Brown going to tie her up. Jump ball call, and the arrow going to keep it with Monterey. They'll play it in on the inline with 1:54 to play in the third, with Brown stepping out to throw in. Brown plays it in to Adkins. Back to Brown, stepping in bounds. Left side jumper for 2's no good. Rebound Mundy back up, no good. Rebound on the floor. Cooper going to get to it for Wilson. Cooper now to Cook. Cook has it knocked away, and a foul going to be called on Madison Adkins, and we've got her with 4. Adkins picks up her 4th with 1:41 to play in the third quarter. Inbounds goes to Phillips. They leave. Oh, they have got Adkins out of the game. Phillips, high post, Cooper at the right elbow. Down low they go to Cook. Her jumper no good. Harris with the rebound for Wilson. Back to Phillips. Phillips to Cooper at the free throw line. Pass knocked away. Stolen away by Phillips. Phillips into the front court for Monterey. Emery with it. Picks up the dribble. Backs it back out now to Brown. Brown. Elbow jump shot good by Tinley Brown. Brown 2 in each quarter. She's scored all 6 of Monterey's points, and they cut the lead back to 7 now at 13-6. Phillips in the front court. Her runner on the right side, no good. Rebound Abby Phillips. It's back up, no good. Rebound tapped by Cook. Abby Phillips to Natalie Phillips. Her jumper bouncing, no good. Again, Cook will tap it, but this time it's out of bounds. They say it goes off Monterey, and it will stay with Wilson as they'll play it in. As Anna Novak going to check back in. Madison Adkins going to sit down for the Lady Wildcats. Cooper to throw in. Pass knocked away by Phillips, taken away by Mundy. Emery Phillips got the deflection. Mundy got the steal. Now a foul in the backcourt on Wilson is going to go on number 25. That is Macy Cook picking up her first. Team's second here in the quarter, and Brown to play the ball in on the inline. Brown goes inbounds to Phillips. Phillips picks up the dribble in the backcourt. Now to Brown with 40 seconds to play in the third. Mundy, deep 2-point shot is no good. Long rebound. Mundy will get to it for Monterey. Mundy on the right side will drive, gets inside. Cooper knocked it away. Mundy able to save it. Kicks it back out to Brown. Her right side 3 is no good. Harris with the rebound for Wilson. Harris now to Abby Phillips to bring it front court. Phillips to Natalie Phillips on the right side. Phillips' jumper is off the side of the board, no good. Cook with the rebound back up, no good. But Novak will foul her, and Anna Novak has picked up her second, team's 5th, And this will put Macy Cook on the free throw line to shoot 2 here. And she will step up there for the Lady Warriors. Cook going there, looking for her first point. Free throw is banking, no good. 13 seconds to play in the quarter. Monterey leading 13-6 as Nevaeh Reynolds checks back in. Second free throw coming from Cook. Puts this one on the way. That one's no good. Rebound Brown for Monterey. Brown quickly in the front court for the Lady Wildcats with 7 seconds to play in the quarter. Brown back out to Novak. Novak to Mundy. They got to get a shot away, and Abby Phillips will steal it out of bounds as the quarter comes to an end. So we're through 3. It's Wilson 13, Monterey 6. Into 3 quarters. Time now for our Smith Septic scoring summary. Call Smith Septic before you have an issue with your septic system. 265-3575 to reach Smith Septic. For Wilson, they're being led by a couple of players with 4 points apiece. Lily McLeod has 4. She was 0 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points for Natalie Phillips. 2 for Callie Cooper. 2 for Kaylee Burke. She was 0 of 2 from the free throw line. 1 point for Sophie Harris on 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And Macy Cook was 0 of 2 from the free throw line. So Wilson, as a team, went 1 of 8 from the free throw line. They've not made a 3-point field goal. There's a steal by Novak, then taken away by McLeod. Scoring for Monterey, Tinley Brown has all 6 of their points. And a jump ball call there. And the arrow is going to give it to Monterey. That's your Smith Septic scoring summary. Call Smith Septic before you have an issue at 265-3575. Brown on the right wing will take the 3 there. That one's banking, no good. Rebound to Dunn inside for Monterey. A second chance for the Lady Wildcats. Brown's jumper is no good. Rebound taken away by Mundy there for Brown. Then she has it knocked away by Cook and out of bounds. Touch last by Wilson. It will stay with Monterey as they'll play it in on the sideline with Brown stepping out to throw in. Goes inbounds to Mundy. Will fake. Pull up jumper. Banking no good. Burke with the rebound. Now to McLeod back in there. She left shaken up in the third quarter. Good to see her back. And Cook going to be fouled by Adkins in the backcourt. Rather by Novak in the backcourt. Novak will pick up her third. First in the quarter against Monterey. So Wilson plays it in to Natalie Phillips. Phillips to Burke off her hands and out of bounds. Turnover by Wilson. We'll give it right back to Monterey. 13-6 with Monterey leading. Monterey scored 2 points in each quarter. Wilson 4 in the first, 4 in the second, and 5 in the third. Dunn back to Brown on the right wing. Brown against this 2-3 zone by Wilson will step around the screen with the left-hand dribble. Back to Mundy on the pick and pop. In the corner, Reynolds. Her jumper from 17 is no good. Cooper with the rebound. Cooper now to Burke. Burke to McLeod in the front court off the hands of Cook. Cook will recover and will save it to Natalie Phillips. Phillips on the right side. Down low, McLeod posting up. Her jumper's no good. Rebound, Cook back up, no good. Burke with the offensive rebound. Burke now to Phillips. Her left side jumper is bouncing, no good. Rebound taken away by Burke, rather by Novak, and knocked away by Cook and out of bounds as Novak will play it in for Monterey as Wilson touched it last. Goes inbounds to Brown. Brown now to Mundy. Mundy, right baseline to Reynolds. Her jumper's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound, Cook will chase it down in the corner. Now to McLeod. McLeod to Phillips on the right side. Phillips, little jumper on the right baseline, no good. Burke with the offensive rebound, back up, no good. But Novak will foul her, and Anna Novak has picked up her 4th. Team's second here in the quarter, but this will put Kaylee Burke on the free throw line to shoot 2. Burke going there with 4:19 to play in the game, with Monterey looking to get their 5th win of the season. with Wilson looking to get their 5th win of the season. Monterey trying to get their 4th. Free throw by Burke is no good. As Reynolds going to sit down, Emery Phillips going to come in and replace. No, it's Novak that's going to sit down. Phillips will come in replacing Novak. Burke to shoot a second free throw. Puts this one on the way. That one bounces good. Kaylee Burke gets the kind bounce for her first point of the night. And Monterey extends the lead to 8 now at 14-6. Brown, left baseline jumper, good. Tinley Brown. Brown has all of Monterey's points. She scored 2 in each quarter and cuts the lead down to 6 now at 14-8. 2 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. Burke on the left side. Burke has it knocked away. Back to Phillips. Phillips, right elbow jump shot is bouncing no good. Rebound loose inside. Finally, Mundy going to pull it away from Monterey. Mundy now to Brown. Brown in the front court for Lady Wildcats. Pull up long 2 is off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound going to be fought for inside and goes out of bounds off Monterey. It will go to Wilson to play it in on the end line. Cooper to throw in to Phillips. Phillips now to bring it up court for Wilson. Phillips across the timeline, working the ball between the circles. Hot down low they go to Cooper. Right side, Cook. Her jumper bouncing no good. McLeod with the offensive rebound. Back up and in. Lily McLeod, 2 in the quarter. She's got 6 in the game to lead all scorers. Rather, no, she doesn't. Tinley Brown leads all scorers with 8. That one knocked out of bounds by Wilson. It will stay with Monterey. They'll get back on the floor. Madison Adkins check in. Before they do, though, Monterey's going to use a timeout. They'll take a 30 here with 3:17 to play in the fourth, and Wilson leading 16-8. Back to Wilson right after this.
Hello, friends. Josh Ford with Puckett's Furniture since 1954. As you know, Puckett's has been in continuous operation for over 68 years, selling high-end quality brands to thousands of families throughout Middle Tennessee. Did you know we have a low price guarantee? If within 30 days of your purchase, you find the same.
Back here at Wilson with Wilson leading Monterey 16-8. We will tell you that they have moved the county varsity tournament. The dates that were originally scheduled, they have changed the dates for that. It will be played on Thursday, December the 7th, beginning at 5 o'clock at Livingston Academy. Then on Saturday night, beginning at 6 o'clock at Livingston Academy. Then a week from Thursday, the championship and consolation games will be played on December the 14th for the Overton County varsity tournament. It was scheduled to begin on the 11th. They had some conflicts, and they had to move it to December the 7th, Thursday night, as that one knocked out of bounds by Burke. It will stay with Monterey as they'll play it in right side with Mundy stepping out to throw in. Mundy plays it into Reynolds. Reynolds back to Mundy. Mundy steps inside the arc. She'll take the 2-point jumper. It's no good. Cook with the rebound. Cook's pass going to be knocked away by Dunn and out of bounds. Touch last by Monterey. It will go to Wilson. Cooper to throw in to Phillips as we're halfway through the fourth quarter with Wilson leading 16-8. Phillips left side to Burke. Burke back to Phillips. Phillips way out in 3-point range. Now to Cook. Her right side jumper no good. McLeod with the offensive rebound. Back up and in. McLeod lays it up and in for her 8th point. Wilson will be playing in the opening game of that county tournament on Thursday at 5 as they'll take on Livingston Middle School in the 4th and 5th place girls game on Thursday night at 5. Jumper by Reynolds, no good. Rebound taken away by Cook. The outlet to McLeod running. McLeod to the rim. Right side layup, no good. Phillips with the offensive rebound, back up, no good. Rebound loose inside. Burke going to pick it up. Burke in a crowd will force up the jumper and score it. Kaylee Burke has her first field goal of the quarter. She's got 3 points in the quarter, 5 in the game. And Wilson out now by 12 at 20-8. Mundy diving on the floor and will be called for the travel. Turnover by Monterey. Going to give it back to Wilson as they'll play the ball in the front court. Cooper stepping out to throw in. She'll play it in right side on the baseline. Goes down low off the hands of McLeod. It's loose. And a jump ball going to be called. Arrow going to keep it with Wilson as they'll play the ball in on the end line. Wilson, the number 5 seed in that county tournament. Livingston, the number 4 seed. The 2 and 3 girls teams will also play on Thursday night. Hillham and Allens. Underneath, Burke's jumper's no good. Rebound taken away by Reynolds. Rather, that's Blaylock back in there. Blaylock into the front court. Blaylock backs it back out to Phillips. McLeod going to block her. McLeod into the front court. McLeod to the rim, lost it on the drive, and travel against Wilson. Going to give it back to Monterey. Monterey will play the ball in on the end line with Adkins stepping out to throw in with 1:45 to play in the fourth. Adkins against pressure, picks up the dribble. Adkins needs help and is going to be tied up, and the arrow going to keep it with Monterey. Monterey to play it in with 1:34 to play in the fourth quarter. As Dunn will step out to throw in. Plays it into Blaylock. Blaylock into the front court. Blaylock on the right side, up top, Dunn. Dunn left side, Adkins. Adkins steps inside the arc. Pass knocked away by Phillips, but right back to Adkins. She'll take the jumper. It's no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Blaylock. Touch last by Monterey. It's going to go to Wilson before the throw-in, though. Taylor Brown going to check in, replacing Lily McLeod. Cooper to throw in on the end line. We'll play it in to Phillips. Phillips now to bring it front court for the Lady Warriors. Phillips across the timeline as we approach a minute to play in the game. Brown's pass taken away by Blaylock. Blaylock in the front court on the run. Blaylock to the rim, blocked away by Phillips. Ball is loose. Cooper going to pick it up. She has it knocked free, got it back. Cooper now trying to pull it out of there. Will go to Phillips. Phillips on the left side will go underneath, tried to hit Brown. Knocked away there by Adkins and out of bounds, but it goes out of bounds off Monterey, so it will stay with Wilson as they'll play the ball in on the end line. For the throw-in, though, Anna Novak going to check in. She'll replace Emery Phillips. Cooper to throw in on the baseline. As she'll play it in to Phillips. Her jumper's no good. Rebound Adkins for Monterey, and she's going to be pushed and fouled. Foul going to go on Wilson. Picking it up will be number 24. That's Natalie Phillips, called for her second. Team's first in the quarter, so Monterey will play the ball in to Blaylock with 45 seconds to play in the game. Blaylock kicks it back out now to Reynolds. Her jumper's no good. Cook with the rebound. Cook now across the timeline, going to be pushed and fouled. No, she's out of bounds. Cook out of bounds, so the turnover by Wilson will give it back to Monterey as they'll play it in with Anna Novak going inbounds to Blaylock. Blaylock across the timeline. Blaylock just takes the deep three. That one's no good. Out of bounds off Monterey. It will go to Wilson. Cooper to throw in against pressure by Wilson, or rather by Monterey. They'll back out of it now as the inbounds goes to Phillips. Wilson going to go to 5-10. Monterey going to drop to 3-12 on the season. The boys game coming up next. Should be a pretty good one between two pretty talented boys teams. Brown in the corner now to Cook. Her jumper's no good. Cooper with an offensive rebound, and Cooper's going to be tied up. Before that, though, a timeout called by Wilson just to get some subs on the floor, I believe, as they're going to get number 20, Aaliyah Smith in. Number 2, Abby Phillips will check back in as they get the 8th graders out as a group here on 8th grade night. Coming back in, number 12, Sophie Harris. In for the first time is number 21. We don't have a 21 on the roster that we have. Also in is number 20. That is Aaliyah Smith. Inbounds knocked away by Novak and out of bounds. 9 seconds to play in the game. As will be Wilson to throw in again. Harris to play the ball in. Goes inbounds to Phillips. Abby Phillips. Going to be blocked by Novak, and Novak's going to be called for the foul, and we've got her with 5. Anna Novak going to foul out for Monterey. She'll leave without scoring in the game, fouling out with 6 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. As Wilson to throw in. Harris plays the ball underneath to Brown. Brown has it knocked away and stolen by Blaylock. Blaylock in the front court, won't get the shot away as the game will come to an end. And your final score is Wilson 20, Monterey 8. Again with the win, Wilson goes to 5-10. With the loss, Monterey drops to 3-12. Time now for our final Smith Septic scoring summary of this girls' game. Call Smith Septic before you have an issue with your septic system at 265-3575. For Monterey, all 8 points scored by Tinley Brown, giving them their total of 8. For Wilson, Lily McLeod ends the night with 8. 1 for Sophie Harris, 4 for Natalie Phillips, 2 for Callie Cooper, Ready to move on now to the boys matchup. Should be a good one here in this boys matchup as the Wilson girls got the win in our girls game by a final score of 20-8 to get the win over Monterey. Now we move to the boys matchup, and the Wilson Warriors come in 14-3 on the season, but one of those three, these Monterey Wildcats here, as Monterey got the win the first meeting, 41-38 on the boys' side. Wilson looking to turn that around and split the season series with Monterey on 8th grade night here at Wilson Elementary School. Monterey, coached by Dustin Agee. He's assisted by Dustin Allen. They come in 10-4 on the season. Through the Monterey Wildcats, they'll start number 1, Justin Curtis. Number 3, Gaspar Sebastian. Number 12, Joe Goodwin. Number 5, Braden Lee. And number 25, Tanner Brown, the starters for Monterey. Again, number 1, Justin Curtis. Number 3, Gaspar Sebastian. Number 12, Joe Goodwin. Number 5, Braden Lee. And number 25, Tanner Brown, the starting 5 for the Wildcats of Monterey High School, rest in the all-black. For Wilson, they're coached by Al Wells. He's assisted by Richie Troyer. They're 14-3 overall. They have won the Overton County regular season as they went undefeated in the regular season. They'll be the number 1 seed in the county tournament coming up beginning on Thursday night. We'll talk more about their spot in the county tournament as we go along, but they'll start number 22, Jeff Andrus. Number 23, Xavier Phillips. Number 24, Josh Burchett. Number 31, Wyatt Farley. And number 45, Cody McLeod, the starting 5 for Wilson. Against number 22, Jeff Andrus. Number 23, Xavier Phillips. Number 24, Josh Burchett. Number 31, Wyatt Farley. And number 45, Cody McLeod, the starting 5 for the Warriors of Wilson Elementary School as they played all of their county games on the road this season. They won all 4 as they have the agreement with the county to play all the county games, all the county teams one time on the road one season. They'll play them one time at home the next season. So this year was the year they went on the road to everybody, and they got wins on the road over every county team. Now their rival here just up the road in Putnam County, the Monterey Wildcats, will get Curtis in to jump against McLeod for Wilson. The official steps in, ball in the air, tap's going to be controlled by Wilson as Andrus will get to it, then his pass knocked away, but there to pick it up is going to be number 0 as that is going to be knocked out of bounds. I guess number 0 is Wyatt Farley instead of 31, so apparently they changed the number there as the inbound goes to Monterey. Left corner, the 3 ball in the air is bouncing no good by Goodwin. Rebound taken away by Farley. Then he is going to be tied up by Curtis, and the arrow is going to give it to Monterey. As stepping out to throw in will be Braden Lee. Lee to play the ball in on the left baseline. Goes up top now to Brown. Brown's jumper from 16, no good. Rebound McLeod for Wilson. McLeod dribbling against some token pressure now by Monterey. Now they'll back out of it. As bringing it front court is Phillips. Phillips just pulls up for 3 and knocks it down. Xavier Phillips with the 3-pointer to start the game for Wilson as they move in front 3-0. Brown in the front court. He'll take a deep 3 to answer. That one's no good. Rebound to Curtis. Then on the drive, a double dribble going to be called on Curtis. Turnover by Monterey. We'll give it back to Wilson with McLeod stepping out to throw in. Goes inbounds to Phillips against 1-2-1-1 pressure. As they do get into the pressure this time, does Monterey. Phillips just dribbling through it all the way to the rim. Jumper banking no good. McLeod taps the rebound. It's going to be controlled there by Sebastian. Now in the front court with it is Curtis. Curtis jumper inside, no good. Rebound taken away by Andrus, and he'll drop it off to McLeod. Behind the back pass stolen by Sebastian. Then McLeod going to knock it out of bounds on that pass, but it will stay with Monterey in the front court as Lee will step out to throw in. Plays it to Brown. Again, a deep 3. That's no good. Long rebound, McLeod. To Phillips running. Left side layup, rolling, no good. McLeod with the offensive rebound, back up, no good. McLeod has his shot blocked from behind. Phillips would get to it, tries to go to Andrus. Throws it in the backcourt there to chase it down Sebastian, but he slips out of bounds. Gaspar Sebastian, good hustle to get back to it, but he fell down sliding to get to it and slid on the inline, and the turnover. Going to give it back to Wilson with Cody McLeod stepping out to throw in. Goes inbounds to Burchett. Three-pointer is good by Farley. White Farley knocks down the three for Monterey, and they move in front 6-0. In the front court with it is Lee. Down low they go to Goodwin. His jumper no good. Rebound Burchett. Now to McLeod. Burchett. Now to Phillips. Phillips in the front court. Phillips all the way in the lane. His jumper inside no good. Rebound Burchett back up inside and good. Josh Burchett with his first two, and Wilson is rolling here on 8th grade night. 3:55 to play first quarter. It's Wilson 8, Monterey 0. Timeout Monterey. Back to Wilson right after this.
Hello, friends. Are you in the market for a new mattress or bedroom suit? Puckett's Furniture is your Tempur-Pedic and Sealy Posturepedic mattress dealer. Take advantage of Puckett's low price guarantee, plus up to 80% off of our Jameson solid latex mattress sets, putting thousands of dollars in your pocket. Queen mattresses starting at $599.
Wilson off to a hot start here on this 8th grade night as they lead 8-0 over Monterey. Three-pointer by Wyatt Farley, three-pointer by Xavier Phillips. Josh Burchett has scored a bucket inside, and Wilson's lead is 8-0 as Tanner Brown will bring it front court for Monterey. Brown across the timeline. Brown works it left side to Sebastian. Sebastian back up top to Brown. Brown in the corner, they go to Goodwin. Goodwin, little floater is no good. McLeod with the rebound. McLeod now will drop it off to Phillips against the pressure. Phillips across the timeline. Phillips quickly in the lane, pulls up from 13. Jumper's no good. Rebound taken away by Curtis. Curtis now to bring it front court for the Wildcats. Curtis up top, Brown. They'll swing it left wing to Lee. His three's no good. Long rebound Farley for Wilson. Farley needing help. They try to tie him up. He finds McLeod. Numbers here. McLeod to Andrus open on the left side. His jumper's no good. McLeod back up and in. Cody McLeod running the floor and following the shot. Has his first two, and Wilson leads it 10-0. The front court with it is Curtis. Curtis at the high post. Brown shot blocked by McLeod, but a push going to be called on Wilson, and it'll go on Cody McLeod, picking up his first foul of the night on the Warriors. Going to put Tanner Brown on the free throw line to shoot two. Brown going there with 2:52 to play in the quarters. We're halfway through the first quarter. Brown looking to get Monterey on the board for the first time. Free throw is good. Brown has the first point for the Wildcats as Monterey going to sit Joe Goodwin down. Coming to replace him is going to be number 15, Parker Atkinson, checking in. Second free throw here from Tanner Brown. Puts this one on the way. Rim's no good. Burchett had the rebound go off his hand. Saved, though, by McLeod to Burchett. Good hustle by Cody McLeod, as a lot of folks would have given up on that one. Phillips back to McLeod in the front court. Left corner Burchett. Spotted for three. That one's no good. Rebound taken away by Atkinson. Now he'll drop it off to Lee to bring it front court. Lee with the left-hand dribble. Back to Brown. Brown works with the left-hand dribble drive all the way to the rim. Reverse layup good. Tanner Brown. Brown has the first field goal for Monterey. Three straight by them. A deflection by Brown to Lee. Right back to Brown to the rim. Brown with the left hand. Layup no good. Rebound tapped over to Curtis. His jumper's no good. Rebound McLeod inside for Wilson. Numbers here as Phillips is wide open. Layup good. Xavier Phillips. Phillips, little snowbird there by Wilson. Lays it up and in for his fifth. Monterey back out by 9, 12-3. Brown, a deep three's no good. Long rebound to McLeod. McLeod now to Phillips. Phillips into the front court. Phillips going to drive. Gets in the lane. Jumper in front. Good. Xavier Phillips. Phillips scores his seventh. He had 30-plus against Livingston earlier this year in the game we did, and he's off to a great start here. In the corner is number 0, Giovanni Garza, that's checked in for Monterey. Inside, shot blocked away by Farley. As attempting the shot inside was Atkinson. Touched last by Wilson, though. It will stay with Monterey as Lee steps out to throw it in. Lee underneath to Brown off a set play will lay it up and in. Tanner Brown off the high pick, gets open on the low block to lay it up and in for his 5th point. Phillips in the front court. Phillips through the double team. Little floater on the right side, no good. Rebound taken away by Curtis. Curtis quickly in the front court for Monterey. Curtis has it knocked away, but able to save it. It's going to be Atkinson, and Atkinson banks it in. Parker Atkinson with his first 2. Cuts the lead back to 7 now at 14-7 as we move under a minute to play in the first quarter, and Wilson wants a timeout. They'll call it with 53 seconds to play. It's Wilson 14, Monterey 7. Back to Wilson right after this.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The Best Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
It is 14-7. They have 58 seconds on the clock. I looked at the one over on the far side, and the scoreboard had it obstructed a little bit. It's 58 seconds instead of 53 as Xavier Phillips will bring it front court for Wilson. Monterey's went 2-3 in the half court. Phillips picks up the dribble, threw it away. Tried to hit McLeod, threw it over his head and out of bounds. Turnover by Wilson. We'll give it back to Monterey. They'll play it on the inline as the inbound goes to Brown. Brown now to Lee to bring the ball up court. Monterey coached by Dustin Agee. He's assisted by Dustin Allen. Right corner to Curtis. Curtis will drive. His fall away in the lane. Banking good on a tough move by Justin Curtis for his first 2. And Monterey's cut it to 5 at 14-9. Phillips in the front court on the left side. Pass taken away. Curtis with the steal. Curtis to the rim. Layup left side good. Justin Curtis. 4 quick points by Curtis has cut this down to 3 at 14-11. Roman Cook is checked in for Wilson. His jumper's no good. Long rebound kicking out to Garza. Garza now to Brown. Brown on the right wing. Won't take the deep 3 this time. Backs it back to Lee. He will at the buzzer, and it's no good. We're through 1. After 1 complete, we've got a good one going. It's Wilson 14, Monterey 11.
Hello, friends. I'm L.G. Puckett with Puckett's Pond. I'm a professional numismatist and a 60-year member of A&A. I'm a strong buyer and collector of coins, gold, silver, and precious metals. If you want to buy, sell, trade, or pawn, then come on in and visit my money museum. It's in the back of Puckett's Furniture. I've got a free gift for the kids, and I'm ready to serve your precious metal needs. At Puckett's Pond, 1125 West Main Street in Livingston.
Come on down.
Issue with your septic system at 265-3575. Leading the way scoring, Xavier Phillips has 7 points for Wilson. He's made 1 3-point field goal. 3 points for Wyatt Farley on a 3-pointer. 2 apiece for Josh Burchett and Cody McLeod. Wilson's made 1 3. They haven't made a free throw. For Monterey, Tanner Brown leads them with 5 as Wilson has it knocked away and out of bounds. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points for Justin Curtis, 2 for Parker Atkinson. Give them their total of 11. Inbounds goes to Cook. Cook, free throw line, McLeod. His jumper is bouncing, no good. Rebound tapped out. Andrus going to get to it. Then Andrus trying to save it. Going to be pushed and fouled by Monterey. Foul going to go on Justin Curtis, picking up his first foul in the game on Monterey, coming in the second quarter with 5:46 to play as Burchett goes inbounds to Phillips. Phillips now to McLeod. Back to Phillips on the right wing. Phillips picks up the dribble. High post Burchett. Burchett left side Cook. Cook down low to Andrus. Little jump hook on the baseline. No good. McLeod with the offensive rebound. Back up and in. Cody McLeod able to go high to get that one. Puts it in for his 4th point. The front court with it. Atkinson. Atkinson inside to Goodwin back in there. And McLeod will block him. Cody McLeod with the block there for the Warriors. And Wilson with control. Trying to add to a 5-point lead. Phillips on the left side picks up the dribble. Now to Cook. Cook, right wing, McLeod. McLeod, high post, Burchett. Burchett down low, Andrus. On the way up, he lost the basketball, and it's taken away by Brown. Brown quickly in the front court on the dribble. Brown spins in the lane to the rim. Layup good. Tanner Brown. Tough move by Tanner Brown. He's got 2 in the quarter, 7 in the game. Phillips coming the other way. Drops it off. Andrus is wide open. Layup good. Good look there by Xavier Phillips. The extra pass got Andrus wide open at the rim to lay it up and in for his first 2. Brown in the front court for Monterey. Brown, right corner Lee. 3 ball by Braden is bouncing, no good. Andrus able to take that rebound away from Goodwin. Ball knocked away, though, and stolen away by Curtis. Curtis on the left side, tripped up as he goes through, but kept the dribble alive. Brown from the half-court circle. That one's no good. Rebound Goodwin. His shot blocked by McLeod. McLeod with the outlet to Phillips running. Phillips to Cook. Cook fakes, gets the defender in the air, lays it up and in. Roman Cook with the ball fake. Got the defender to leave the floor. Scores his first 2, and Wilson's back out by 7. 20-13. Brown the other way. Jumper no good. Rebound tap back to Brown. Layup good. Tanner Brown. Brown 4 in the quarter. He's got 9 in the game. Cuts the lead back to 5 at 20-15. Phillips out top. We'll go left side. Cook. Cook back to Phillips. Pass taken away. Stolen by Curtis. Rather, that is with the steal, Goodwin. Goodwin got it back. His layup a second time. No good. Rebound Cook. Cook long pass ahead. Tried to hit Andrus. Andrus keeps control. I'm not sure a Monterey player didn't touch it on the bench. McLeod left side layup good. Cody McLeod. McLeod lays it up and in for his 6th point. Extends the lead back to 7 at 22-15. Lee on the left side. His 3's off the back of the iron. No good. Burchett with the rebound, but they may get him for a foul on that rebound. It is going to go on Josh Burchett, picking up his first foul of the second quarter on Wilson, as Monterey going to get number 0, Giovanni Garza, back in the ball game. Number 3, Gaspar Sebastian, going to check back in. So a much smaller lineup right now for Monterey. Lee goes inbounds to Sebastian. His deep 3, bouncing no good. Burchett with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Curtis. Justin Curtis will pick up his second, team's second in the quarter. And Wilson will play the ball in on the inline with McLeod stepping out to throw in. McLeod goes inbounds to Phillips. We're halfway through the second quarter with Wilson leading 22-15. Phillips, top of the key 3 is good. Xavier Phillips. Phillips in the double figures. He's got his second 3. 10 points for Phillips. The lead is 10, 25-15. Brown in the front court for Monterey, trailing by double digits for the first time. The Wildcats with the basketball. And Sebastian's out of bounds. Gaspar Sebastian didn't realize how far he was on that far sideline. Stepped on the sideline. Turnover gives it back to Wilson. Inbounds goes to Phillips. Trying to take their biggest lead of the night. Phillips up top. Will cross to the left hand. Phillips will drive. Pulls up. Backs it back out to McLeod. But as he makes the pass, a push going to be called on Giovanni Garza. Garza picks up his first, only the 3rd foul in the second quarter against Monterey. Wilson's been called for only 1. Inbounds McLeod. McLeod to Phillips. His 3 from deep is no good. Rebound Andrus back up and in. Jeff Andrus with the offensive rebound and putback. Lee the other way. Andrus has 4 points. Brown, top of the key 3 is bouncing no good. Rebound McLeod for Wilson. McLeod against the pressure in the backcourt. McLeod now to Phillips. Phillips behind the back to get him front court. Ball knocked away by Sebastian, stolen by Garza. Garza back to Sebastian. Now to Goodwin, rather to Curtis. Brown up top. Brown will drive. Jumper inside, no good. Burchett taps the rebound, but it's out of bounds off of Burchett. It'll go to Monterey as they'll play the ball in on the inline. Cody McLeod stepping out to throw in on the baseline as he plays it in to Phillips. Xavier Phillips to bring the ball up court for Wilson. Phillips across the timeline against this 1-2-2 zone by Monterey. Wilson's got number 4, Jacob Smith, into the ball game for the first time. Phillips will drive. Shot blocked in the lane by Brown to Lee. Lee to Curtis to the rim. Layup good. Justin Curtis. Curtis knew he had to get it away quickly with McLeod running at him. Deflected there by Monterey. Andrus gets to it. His jumper's no good. Rebound Brown. Brown ahead to Curtis. Curtis in the lane against 3 defenders. Has it knocked away and out of bounds off Curtis. It'll go to Wilson as they'll play the ball in on the end line. And now a technical foul has been called. Technical foul called on Monterey's number 1, Justin Curtis. And that's his 3rd. 4th foul in the quarter. But 2 technical free throws here for Wilson as Xavier Phillips will step up and take them. And these are our first free throws of the night for the Warriors. Phillips going there with 1:13 to play in the first half. Phillips free throw on the way is good. Xavier 4 in the quarter. He's got 11 in the game. Extends the lead to 11 at 28-17. Second free throw here. This one's on the way. This one's good again. So Phillips makes them both. Monterey gets 2 points off the technical free throws. Wilson gets 2 points off the technical free throws against Monterey. Wilson now will have possession. They already had possession, as sitting down is going to be Giovanni Garza. Coming in to replace him will be Joe Goodwin checking back in. Phillips, deep 3 is bouncing, no good. Burchett will tap the rebound, but it's out of bounds off Brown. Touch last by Monterey. Basketball going to stay with Wilson as they'll play it in on the baseline. Burchett going to step out and throw in for the Warriors as he'll play the ball in left side on the baseline. Goes to Phillips on the right wing. Phillips spins, backs it back out to Smith. Smith, left side McLeod. Cody will take the 3 there. That one's no good. McLeod gets his own rebound. Then the ball comes loose, picked up by Brown. Then McLeod knocked it away to Phillips. Phillips to the rim, layup no good. McLeod with the rebound. McLeod to Burchett, cutting inside through his hands. Ball is still loose. They still don't have control of it. And out of bounds is going to be Phillips on the sideline, so it'll go to Monterey. Phillips never had control, but he was out of bounds touching the basketball, and it goes to Monterey with 40 seconds to play in the half. Brown in the front court. Brown will drive, and as he goes, a foul going to be called on Jacob Smith. He'll pick up his first, team's second here in the second quarter. It will be Braden Lee stepping out to throw in with 36 seconds to play in the half. Lee, right side to Brown, fakes. Brown will drive, gets inside, tries to draw contact, scores the bucket, but doesn't get a foul call. He will go into double figures with 11 points, will Tanner Brown. Phillips, pull-up three-pointer is bouncing, no good. Rebound taken away by Curtis. Curtis quickly in the front court. Curtis down low, Lee. Lee on the left side, Goodwin. Goodwin has it knocked away, but saves it to Lee. We move under 10 seconds to play in the half. Goodwin, left corner, 3 ball is good. Joe Goodwin. Goodwin has the first 3 of the night for Monterey as they cut it back to 7. Phillips from half court. The jumper's no good, and we're at halftime. At halftime, it is Wilson 29, Monterey 22. Back to check the scoring in this one in just a moment.
Hello, friends. Josh Ford with Puckett's Furniture since 1954. As you know, Puckett's has been in continuous operation for over 68 years, selling high-end quality brands to thousands of families throughout Middle Tennessee. Did you know we have a low price guarantee? If within 30 days of your purchase, you find the same item advertised for less under like terms and conditions, Puckett's will refund you the difference plus 10% of the difference. That is our commitment to you. Puckett's Furniture since 1954. Come on down. Hello, friends. Are you in the market for a new mattress or bedroom suit? Puckett's Furniture is your Tempur-Pedic and Sealy Posturepedic mattress dealer. Take advantage of Puckett's low price guarantee, plus up to 80% off of our Jameson solid latex mattress sets, putting thousands of dollars in your pocket. Queen mattresses starting at $599. Come check out our large inventory of solid wood bedroom suits before these ridiculously low prices are gone forever. Financing also available. Puckett's Furniture since 1954. Come on down.
Hello, friends. I'm L.G. Puckett with Puckett's Pond. I'm a professional numismatist and a 60-year member of A&A. I'm a strong buyer and collector of coins, gold, silver, and precious metals. If you want to buy, sell, trade, or pawn, then come on in and visit my money museum. It's in the back of Puckett's Furniture. I've got a free gift for the kids, and I'm ready.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional.
Quality care close to home. Livingston.
Halftime here in Wilson, with Wilson leading Monterey in this boys matchup by a score of 29-22. Girls game earlier saw Wilson win that one 20-8 as the Warriors try to complete the sweep tonight here against Monterey with the 29-22 lead. Time now for our Smith Septic scoring summary at halftime. Big first half by the Warriors, put up 29 points, and we'll tell you Smith Septic. Call them before you have an issue with your septic system, 265-3575 to reach Smith Septic. For the Warriors, being led in scoring tonight by Xavier Phillips, 12 points at halftime for Phillips, including 2 3-point field goals. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 6 points in the first half for Cody McLeod, 4 points at halftime for Jeff Andrus, 3 in the first half for Wyatt Farley on a 3-point field goal. 2 points scored by Josh Merchant, 2 for Roman Clark to give them their total of 29. Wilson attempted 2 free throws. They made both those, so they went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. They made 3 3-point field goals in the first half of play. For Monterey, they're being led by Tanner Brown. 11 points at halftime for Brown, including 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 6 points for Justin Curtis. 3 in the first half for Joe Goodwin on the only 3-pointer of the first half for Monterey. And Parker Atkinson with 2 points at halftime. Tanner Brown got to the free throw line twice. He made 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So as a team, Monterey is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. They've made 1 3-point field goal in the first half of play. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Label, Highway Tire, compliments of a Wildcat fan, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Smith Septic Service, Farm Bureau Insurance, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, E.B. Gray Jewelry and Gifts, Wascott Incorporated, Maynard Auto Sales, R&M Family Pharmacy, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Family Healthcare, Livingston Regional Hospital, First Church of Livingston, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Jerry's IGA, Puckett's Furniture, Milton Rains and Family, and People's Bank and Trust Company. We told you the county tournament begins on Thursday night. The Wilson girls will play the opening game of the night on Thursday night at 5 against Livingston Middle School. Now, these Wilson boys, they'll be the number 1 seed. They won't play until Saturday night at 8 when they'll play against the winner of Livingston and Hillham. That Livingston-Hillham boys game will be on Thursday night at 6. Then the winner of that one will play against these Wilson Warriors on Saturday night at 8 at Livingston Academy. Monterey with possession to start the second half. Brown's pass will get to Curtis inside, but he's blocked by McLeod. McLeod with control for Wilson will go now to Phillips. Phillips to bring it front court for the Warriors. Phillips on the right side. Works it right corner now to McLeod. To Burchett cutting inside. Burchett double team. Goes to Cook. Cook has it knocked away. Able to keep control. Pass deflected. McLeod will catch it anyway. Jumper inside. No good. Brown with the rebound for Monterey. Brown quickly in the front court. All the way to the rim. Layup good. Tanner Brown. Brown little around the world layup to score his 13th point and cut the lead down to 5 at 29-24. Curtis knocks it away. McLeod recovers. Cook on the right side. His shot blocked from behind by Brown. McLeod will get to it and bank it home. Cody McLeod, 2 in the quarter. He's got 8 in the game. First 2 of the half for Wilson. Extends the lead back to 7. Sebastian in the corner. His three's no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Wilson. It will stay with Monterey as they'll play it in on the inline. Goodwin, no, it's going to be Lee stepping out to throw in. To Brown breaking in the lane. His jumper's no good, but Cody McLeod has picked up his second foul. McLeod picks up number 2 with 4:51 to play in the third, and this will put Tanner Brown on the free throw line to shoot 2. He's the only player that's attempted any free throws for Monterey as he'll step up there. With 4:51 to play in the third, he's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Brown. First of 2 here is rolling good. Tanner Brown, his 3rd point of the 3rd quarter. He's got 14 now to lead all scorers. He'll shoot a second free throw. Xavier Phillips leads Wilson with 12. Second free throw coming up from Brown. This one's on the way. This one bounces. Good again. Couple of good rolls there for Tanner Brown to score his 15th point of the night. Cook on the right side. Down low, McLeod. His jumper on the right block is good. Cody McLeod. McLeod becomes the second player for Wilson to go into double figures. He's got 10. Brown in the front court. In the corner they go to Atkinson. He'll drive. His layup underneath, no good. McLeod might have got a piece of it. McLeod's outlet to Cook. Trying to run ahead. It's going to be too long for him to get to, and the turnover by Wilson will give it back to Monterey. 33-26. The Wilson lead is 7. They have led by as many as 12. Brown to bring it front court for the Wildcats. Brown works it to Lee on the left side. Down low, Atkinson. His shot blocked by Phillips. Atkinson got it back. Jumper's no good. Rebound, McLeod. Phillips. Now, rather, that's Goodwin. I said Atkinson. 12 is Goodwin. Inside McLeod to Burchett. His left side 3 ball is good. Josh Burchett. Burchett steps outside to knock down the triple. The big man has his 5th point, and Wilson leads it by 10, 36-26. Jeff Andrus, he'll pick up his first. Second foul of the quarter on the Warriors, and Monterey, no, it's going to go on 24, not 22. That's Josh Burchett picking up his second. Lee to throw in to Goodwin on the right side. Goodwin back to Lee. Can't get the 3 away. Will step to his left. Will get the 3 away. It's no good. Rebound Curtis. Curtis kicks it in the corner. Goodwin. He'll take the 3. That one's no good. Long rebound Burchett for Wilson. Burchett. Dangerous pass. Stolen by Brown. Brown to the rim. Driving layup. No good. Blocked away by Andrus. Taken away by Andrus on the rebound. Then Sebastian knocks it away. And a jump ball going to be called. It's going to go to Wilson. Wilson will play it in the backcourt as they'll throw in with 3:27 to play in the 3rd quarter with a 10-point. No, it's going to stay with Monterey. At Wilson on the board, it's going to go to Monterey. Lob to Brown in the right corner. Brown to Lee. Lee's 3 ball is bouncing, no good. Rebound Curtis. Power dribble blocked by McLeod. Taken away, no. Goodwin couldn't get to it, but he did touch it, and they lost it out of bounds. It goes off Monterey. Basketball will go to Wilson. McLeod to throw in the backcourt. Plays it into Phillips. Phillips now will bring it across the timeline. Right side to Cook. Cook down low, McLeod. McLeod's jumper no good. McLeod right back up in the end. Cody McLeod following his own miss. He's got 12 now. Brown the other way. Jumper good, and he's drawn number 3 on Cody McLeod. McLeod picks up his 3rd. Tanner Brown has a chance at a 3-point play, and Coach Wells, no, he didn't take a timeout, just a sub coming here as Parker Atkinson going to check in. He'll replace Joe Goodwin. Gaspar Sebastian going to sit down. Giovanni Garza will replace him. Brown to shoot one here. Free throws on the way and good by Tanner Brown. Brown 7 in the quarter. He's got 18 in the game to lead all scorers. The front court with it is Phillips. Pass knocked away but out of bounds by Curtis. Touch last by the Wildcats. It will stay with Wilson as they'll play it in, leading by 9, 38-29. Cook in the corner, McLeod in the lane, Andrus. Andrus jumper inside, banking no good. Rebound tapped out. McLeod will get to it. Then Brown will knock it away. Brown to the rim. Got McLeod in the air. Jumper's no good. Rebound Curtis back up and in. Justin Curtis with the offensive rebound and putback scores his 8th, and Monterey wants a timeout. They'll call it with 2:38 to play in the third. It is Wilson 38, Monterey 31.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
The Wilson lead is 7, 38-31 as they'll play the ball in on the end line. They led by 7 at halftime. Teams have played even with 2:38 to play in the third. Played even in this quarter with 2:38 to play in the third. McLeod to throw in against 1-2-1-1 pressure. And McLeod can't connect with Andrus, and they'll turn it over. It'll go to Monterey, and they'll play it in under their bucket. They've got a chance to get even closer. Wildcats to throw in on the baseline left side as it'll be Braden Lee stepping out to throw in. Lee plays it in the lane to Brown. His jumper in front, good. Tanner Brown, little alley-oop in the lane to Tanner Brown. He's got 9 in the quarter, 20 in the game. Coming the other way, a foul called on Monterey. Picking it up is going to be Justin Curtis. We've got him with 4. First foul in the quarter, but it's going to put Xavier Phillips on the free throw line to shoot 2. Phillips stepping up there with 2:29 to play in the third. Xavier puts this one on the way and knocks it down. Phillips 1 in the quarter, 13 in the game. Goodwin going to come in replacing Curtis, who will sit down with the 4 fouls. Phillips to shoot a second free throw here, trying to extend the lead back to 7. This one's on the way. This one's no good. Rebound taken away by Brown. Brown wanting to run is going to be fouled by Cook. Roman Cook picks up his first. Team's 4th. Might not be a bad foul because Brown had a head of steam and there was only one defender back. So now they get a chance to set up and play defense. Lee to Brown. Left side 3 by Tanner is no good. McLeod with the rebound for Wilson. McLeod long pass to Phillips. Phillips drives. Jumper left side banking no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Monterey. It will stay with Wilson. Wilson will play it in on the end line with Josh Burchett stepping out to throw in left side on the baseline. Burchett plays it to McLeod. Left side now to Phillips. Phillips pulls up in the lane. Jumper's good. Xavier Phillips. Phillips 3 in the quarter, 15 in the game. Wilson back out by 8, 41-33. And a whistle and a foul called on Wilson. It'll go on Roman Cook. He'll pick up his 2nd. Team's 5th, so 2 free throws here for Monterey. See who they put there. It's going to be Tanner Brown, the player stepping up there for the Wildcats. As he'll go to the line with exactly 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Dribbling the basketball there. Free throws on the way, and no good. It's his first miss in the quarter. He started 3 of 3 in the quarter, 4 of 5 in the game, now 4 of 6 in the game after that miss. Chance here to make it a 7-point game again. Steps back up there. Gets this one on the way. It's no good. Long rebound. Phillips has it for Wilson. Phillips in the front court. Phillips has the pass knocked away. No, it goes off of Wilson. Goodwin trying to say he didn't touch it, and he didn't. So Monterey gets possession. Brown in the front court. Right corner to Goodwin. Goodwin will drive. Pass stolen by Andrus. Andrus with the steal for Wilson. Now to McLeod. McLeod in the front court to Phillips on the left side. Phillips pulls up at the free throw line. His jumper's no good. Rebound Brown. Brown quickly across the timeline. Brown will drive. Gets inside. Layup good. Tanner Brown. He's having a big game. Brown with 11 in the quarter. He's got 22 in the game. Phillips behind the back to get him front court. Pulls up left side. Jumper's no good. Rebound off the hands of Monterey and out of bounds. Touch last by the Wildcats. It will stay with Wilson, with Burchett stepping out to throw in. Burchett plays it to McLeod. Left side they go to Phillips. Phillips on the baseline. Burchett. His layup inside good. Josh Burchett. Burchett, 5 in the quarter. He's got 7 in the game. Wilson back out by 8, 43-35. Brown to the rim, layup no good. McLeod with the rebound to Phillips, and he's pushed and fouled by Goodwin. Joe Goodwin will pick up his first, team's second in the quarter, and it will be Brown going to come out for Monterey. Is coming in to replace him. Will be number 3, Gaspar Sebastian. McLeod to throw in. Lays the ball into Phillips. Phillips on the left side will step around the McLeod screen. Behind the back to Cook. Cook up top, McLeod. McLeod back to Phillips. 45 seconds to play in the quarter. Phillips threes, no good. Rebound to Cook, though, for Wilson. Back to Phillips. Phillips to the free throw line. Right side to Burchett. Burchett to McLeod. Dribbled it off the foot of a Monterey defender. Picked up by Goodwin. Goodwin going to drive. Kicks it out to Lee. Then Lee has it taken away by Cook. Then Cook's pass stolen by Sebastian. His jumper's no good. Rebound Goodwin. Goodwin back inside, and the push going to be called on Wilson. Push going to go on Josh Burchett, and that's his third. Burchett picks up number 3. Foul number 1 in the quarter. Well, that is number 5 in the quarter, as we're still in the third with 23 seconds to play. Is at the free throw line is Joe Goodwin to shoot 2 for Monterey. Goodwin stepping up there. Free throws on the way, and good. Goodwin, 1 in the quarter. He's got 4 in the game. He'll shoot a second free throw here as Tanner Brown going to check back in for Monterey. 43-36. Goodwin to shoot a second free throw. This one's on the way. No good. Brown with the offensive rebound, though. Right back to the rim. Layup good, and he is fouled. Tanner Brown has a chance of the three-point play. Foul going to go on Jeff Andrus, picking up his first. This will put Tanner Brown back on the free throw line, trying to complete a three-point opportunity. 13 in the quarter, 24 in the game for Tanner Brown. Free throw here is good. Make it 25 for Brown. 20 seconds to play as Phillips brings it front court. It's a 4-point game. Cook on the right side with Wilson in front. Andrus to Phillips. Left side, Burchett. He'll take a 3 here. That one's no good. Rebound, Monterey. They've still got time. Brown in the front court with 4 seconds and a technical foul call. Technical foul called on Coach Al Wells. I think he made contact with the player inadvertently out of bounds. So the technical foul on the coach is going to put Monterey at the free throw line with Tanner Brown going there to shoot 2. Then Monterey will have possession. Free throw by Brown is good. Brown, 26 now to lead all scorers. A chance to make this a 2-point game. Brown to shoot a second free throw. Puts this one on the way and knocks it down. So Brown makes them both there. He's got 27, 16 in the third quarter, and they've cut to 2, and they've still got 2.8 seconds to get a shot away. Inbounds Brown. Brown to the rim, layup good, and we are tied at 43. Oh my, what a run by Monterey. They've come back to tie it up at 43. We've got a great fourth quarter coming back to Wilson in just a moment.
Quality care close to
Basketball belongs to Wilson to start the fourth quarter. Phillips to McLeod inside. McLeod now to Burchett. Burchett back to Phillips up top. Phillips fall away at the right elbow is no good. Rebound Brown. Monterey a chance to take the lead for the first time since the first quarter. The layup's good, and the foul called on Cody McLeod trying to draw the charge. McLeod's picked up his fourth, team's first in the quarter, and Monterey goes in front on points 30 and 31 for Tanner Brown, and a chance to give them a 3-point lead at the free throw line. Brown has 31 for the Wildcats. Dribbling the basketball there. Free throw by Brown is no good. Rebound Burchett for Wilson. Pass deflected by Brown. Stolen by Goodwin. Then his pass stolen by McLeod to Phillips. Phillips to the rim. Layup no good. Rebound taken away by Andrus. Then stolen away by Brown, and a jump ball call. Jump ball call will give the basketball back to Monterey as they'll play it in the backcourt. Monterey to throw in on the inline with Braden Lee stepping out to put the ball in play. Goes inbounds to Brown. It's a 2-point Monterey lead, 45-43. Brown in the front court. He's got 31 of their 45. Brown hands off to Sebastian. Sebastian will drive. Finds Goodwin. His jumper's good. Joe Goodwin. Goodwin, 2 in the quarter. He's got 6 in the game. Monterey's taking a 4-point lead, 47-43. McLeod on the baseline. Jumper's good. Foul called. Curtis is fouled out, and Wilson has a chance to cut it to 1 on the jumper by Cody McLeod, his 14th point. That should be 5 on Justin Curtis. First foul of the quarter on Monterey as McLeod to the free throw line. That is 5 on Justin Curtis as he'll foul out. He'll leave with 8 points. Fouling out with 5:05 to play in the quarter. Coach Dustin Agee has not put anyone in yet. Got 30 seconds to make the substitution. If you're enjoying our coverage of elementary school basketball here on Overton Events. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube page. If you're watching us on Facebook, give us a follow on our Facebook page and help us grow both our channels. As checking back in is Parker Atkinson checking in for Monterey. Cody McLeod at the line, trying to make this a 1-point game. McLeod's free throw, bouncing no good. Rebound taken away by Brown, and he's pushed and fouled by Wilson. Foul going to go on Jeff Andrus. Andrus will pick up his second, team's second in the fourth quarter, and Monterey to play the ball in on the inline, leading by 2, 47-45 with a minute gone in the fourth quarter. Brown to bring it front court. Brown will bring it across the timeline. They go in the corner lead. Braden Lee's 3 is good. That's a huge bucket by Braden Lee. His first bucket of the night is a triple at a big time. Burchett 3 to answer. Yes, sir! Josh Burchett knocks down his second 3. He's got 10. Wilson cuts it back to 2 at 50-48. Brown to bring it front court for Monterey. Brown will cross it over to the left hand. Brown has it knocked away, and a push going to be called on Xavier Phillips. Phillips will pick up his first, team's third in the quarter. Monterey's been called for only 1 in the quarter. Wilson's only got 1 to give before Monterey goes in the bonus. Dribbling there at the half-court stripe. Brown lost it, able to catch it in the corner. Sebastian, his 3 is good. A couple of big threes by a couple of players that haven't scored a lot as Gaspar Sebastian knocks down his first 3. And the other way, the bucket good again by Josh Burchett for 3. Burchett hits his third 3 as into the front court is Tanner Brown. Brown goes in the corner now to Goodwin. Back out to Lee. Lee lobs it now to Brown. Brown dribbling on the right side. Goes in the corner. Sebastian off his hands and out of bounds. Turnover by Monterey. We'll give it back to Wilson. Before they play it in, though, Jacob Smith going to check back in for the Warriors as Wilson wants a timeout. They'll call it with 3:48 to play in the fourth. It's Monterey 53, Wilson 51. Back to Wilson right after this.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
I gave Burchett credit for that last three by Wilson. It was Xavier Phillips that hit the three for the Warriors. Xavier has his third three. He's got 18 points. Wilson has cut the lead down to 2 at 53-51 with 3:48 to play in the fourth quarter. Great one going here. Monterey won over at Monterey by 3. This one going to come right down to the wires. They won 41-38 over there. These two teams have already well eclipsed that point total as Jacob Smith in for the first time in the fourth quarter, replacing Roman Cook. Phillips in the front court. They can tie it with a 2 or take the lead with a 3. Phillips down low, McLeod. McLeod jumper over Brown is no good. Rebound tapped out. McLeod lost it. Can he get it before it goes backcourt? He can't. He'll try to save it. Brown is there. Brown's jumper in the lane, bouncing good. Tanner Brown. Brown 4 in the quarter. He's got 33 in the game. The lead is 4, 55-51. Phillips' 3 is no good. Rebound Andrus blocked away by Monterey. That was Atkinson that got the block. Goodwin in the front court for the Wildcats. Back to Lee. Lee on the right wing. Lee picks up the dribble, taken away by Phillips, and a foul going to be called on Xavier Phillips. Phillips will pick up his second, team's fourth in the quarter. So for the next 3:06 to play in the quarter, it'll be Monterey in the bonus. Some discussion here at the scorer's table. Not sure what they're talking about, but Monterey's going to play the ball in. As Braden Lee will step out to throw in. Goes inbounds to Brown. 4-point Monterey lead with the basketball. Brown to Lee on the right wing. Lee, they back away from him. Can he make them pay? That one's no good. Andrus goes high to tap the rebound, but Brown will come up with it for Monterey. Brown working on the left side of the floor. They double team. Brown dribbles through it. Brown gets in the paint, gets to the rim, blocked by McLeod. Taken away by McLeod. Then stolen by Monterey as the steal by Goodwin. His layup no good, but a foul going to be called on Wilson. And a technical foul has been called. Technical foul called. I'm not sure who it's on. They didn't signal. Maybe on the bench for Wilson as they'll come over to talk about it. This is going to put Tanner Brown on the free throw line to shoot 2. Then Monterey will have possession. First free throw by Brown is good. May have been on the crowd. I'm not sure. But that's a technical on Coach Wells. As now a second technical has been called here. As Tanner Brown to shoot a second free throw here. Then they'll have 2 more free throws, then possession for Monterey. Second free throw by Brown. That one rolling, no good. Now they won't get a couple of more free throws. Roman Cook will check in. He'll replace Jacob Smith. 5-point lead, 56-51. Wilson needs a stop here. Inbounds goes to Brown. Brown in the front court. Brown will drive. Brown backs it out Sebastian. Sebastian in trouble. Needs help, and a timeout going to be called by Monterey. They'll call it with 2:29 to play in the game. Monterey leading 56-51. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Farm Bureau Insurance, Smith Septic Service, Puckett's Family Dentistry, compliments of a Wildcat fan, Highway Tire, Livingston Label, People's Bank and Trust Company, Milton Rains and Family, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, E.B. Gray Jewelry and Gifts, Puckett's Furniture, Jerry's IGA, Gary Maxwell Insurance, First Church of Livingston, Livingston Regional Hospital, Livingston Family Healthcare, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, R&M Family Pharmacy, Maynard Auto Sales, and Wascon Incorporated, our sponsors here on Overton Events. Wilson leading by 5, Monterey leading by 5, 56-51. Wildcats saving a possession by using the timeout by Coach Dustin Agee. They'll play it into Brown on the right side. Tanner Brown has had a huge game. He's got 34 of their 56. Brown just holding the basketball, just dribbles to break the 5-second count. Backs it back out to Lee. Lee back to Brown. Next foul by Wilson puts them on the line. Brown has it knocked away. Hands off now to Lee. Lee on the right side, dribbling through traffic to Sebastian. Sebastian spins to the left hand and is going to be called for the travel. Turnover by Monterey will give it back to Wilson. Wilson's got a chance to make it a one-possession game with 2 minutes to play. McLeod goes inbounds to Phillips. Phillips across the timeline. Phillips picks up the dribble to McLeod off his hands. Cody will get control of it again, though. Now to Burchett. Burchett back to Phillips. Phillips will drive. Phillips gets inside, and as he goes, the foul going to be called on Monterey. It's going to go on Braden Lee. Lee will pick up his first, only the second in the fourth quarter on Monterey, so they've got 2 to give before Wilson goes in the bonus. Burchett to throw in. Burchett plays it to Cook. Cook now to McLeod on the right side. McLeod to Phillips in the corner. Xavier's 3 is bouncing, no good. Rebound fought for. They've got Burchett for number 4. Josh Burchett will pick up his 4th. Team's 5th in the quarter will put Tanner Brown on the free throw line to shoot 2. Brown going there with 1:39 to play in the fourth quarter. As it will be Tanner Brown stepping up to the free throw line. Going there, trying to add to a 5-point lead. If he makes them both, it'll be a 3-possession game. .139 to play in the fourth quarter. Monterey leading 56-51 over Wilson. As Tanner Brown to the free throw line to shoot 2 here for the Wildcats, trying to make this a 3-possession lead for Monterey. Brown going there with 34 points to lead all scorers. Xavier Phillips leads Wilson with 18. Brown stepping up there for Monterey. Puts the free throw on the way. No good. The best he can do is make it a 6-point lead. Still a 2-possession game with 1:39 to play. Still plenty of time. Second free throw coming up from Brown. This one's on the way. This one rims out. Burchett the rebound to McLeod. McLeod to Phillips. Phillips will drive. Jumper on the baseline. No good. Phillips taps the rebound out to Cook. Cook spins on the right side. Tried to go to the free throw line. Pass knocked away by Goodwin. Cook dives to the floor. It's loose. They'll come out there with Brown. Then Andrus knocked it away, and Phillips got control. Phillips now to McLeod in the lane through his hands. McLeod will find Cook on the baseline. Cook will drive, gets inside, and draws a foul on Atkinson. Parker Atkinson picks up his first, team's 3rd in the quarter, and this will put Roman Cook on the free throw line to try to make this a 1-possession game with 1:12 to play in the fourth. Cook going there for the Warriors. Cook, free throw on the way is no good. Still a chance to make it a 4-point game as Giovanni Garza will check in. He'll come in replacing Gaspar Sebastian. Second free throw coming up from Cook. This one, Banks, no good. Rebound, Brown. Brown now to Lee to bring it front court. Lee dribbling up top is going to be fouled by Wilson. Foul going to go on Xavier Phillips, picking up his third. And this will put Braden Lee on the free throw line to shoot 2. Lee going there with 1:06 to play in the fourth quarter. He'll step up there with 3 points on a 3-point field goal in the fourth quarter that got the run started for Monterey that helped them build this lead. And now again a chance to make it a 3-possession game. Still a lot of time. Free throw by Lee is no good. They're leaving the door open for Wilson. Wilson going to get number 44 into the ball game. We don't have a 44 on our roster. Second free throw coming up from Lee. We'll try to find out who that is as Lee will step back up there. Second free throw on the way. That one's good. So Braden Lee makes 1 out of 2. It's a 57-51 Monterey lead. Phillips in the front court as we move under a minute to play in the game as that three-pointer by Burchett blocked by Brown and out of bounds. Touch last by Monterey. It's going to stay with Wilson. Burchett stepping out to throw in left side on the baseline. Plays it to Phillips. Phillips will drive. Phillips on the baseline. Pass knocked away. Burchett caught it inside. His jumper banking no good. Andrus taps the rebound and it goes off Brown and out of bounds. It'll stay with Wilson. Still a chance with a 3 to cut it to a 1-possession game. McLeod to throw in. Before they do, though, Monterey wants a timeout. They'll call it with 49.5 seconds to play. It is Monterey 57, Wilson 51. Number 44 for Monterey is Tyler Harris. Still 49.5 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. 57-51. The Monterey lead is 6. Monterey has had Justin Curtis to foul out. He's the only player with more than 1 foul for Monterey. Wilson's got Josh Burchett with 4, Cody McLeod with 4. Wilson to play the ball in on the baseline with Harris stepping out to throw in. Plays it, tried to hit McLeod, breaking to the rim, but knocked away and stolen by Brown. Brown into the front court on the right side. They double team. Brown in the corner, Lee. Lee dribbling with the left hand. Will go up top to Goodwin. Back to Brown. Brown has it knocked away by Phillips. Stolen by McLeod. Then Brown will knock it right back out of bounds. But it's going to stay with Wilson as they'll play it in with 33.5 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. McLeod inbounds to Phillips. Phillips, left wing 3 ball by Xavier is no good. Long rebound kicks out to Garza. Now Brown. Brown to Lee. Lee, long pass ahead to Goodwin on the right side. Goodwin inside to to Atkinson. His jumper's no good. Burchett, the outlet to Phillips. Phillips didn't catch it clean. He'll take the jumper on the left side. That one's no good. Rebound fought for as they'll roll it out to Burchett. Burchett, pass deflected. They'll tap it out to Phillips for 3. That one's no good. Lee with the rebound. And they're just going to see time run out, and Monterey's going to get the win. Monterey will win it by a final score of 57-51. With the win, Monterey goes to 11-4 on the season. With the loss, Wilson sees their record drop to 14-4 on the season. Time now for our final Smith Septic scoring summary of the night. Smith Septic, call them before you have an issue with your septic system. Big night for Tanner Brown as he ends the night with 34 to lead all scorers. As he leads Monterey with 34, ends up with 34 points on the night. Justin Curtis, 8 points. 6 points for Joe Goodwin. 4 points scored tonight by Braden Lee. 3 in the game for Gaspar Sebastian. 2 points scored tonight by Parker Atkinson to give them their total of 57. For the Wilson Warriors, they're led by Xavier Phillips. 18 points scored tonight by Phillips as he had 3 threes on the night, was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 14 points in the game for Cody McLeod. 10 points scored tonight by Josh Burchett. He made a couple of three-pointers on the night. 4 points for Jeff Andrus. 3 points scored tonight by Wyatt Farley. 2 in the game for Roman Cook to give Wilson their total of 51. Girls game earlier, Wilson wins that one by a final score of 20-8. Boys game, Monterey wins coming from behind 57-51 to split the games tonight here at Wilson. As the girls win from Wilson, the boys win from Monterey. That's going to wrap it up tonight. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. For Tyler Maxwell, this is Craig Cantrell saying good night